The right insurance coverage can save you money in times of distress. Joining us now is Chlora Lindley-Myers. She's president of the NAIC and director of the Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance. We are thinking of Florida, where all of the major insurance companies have pulled out. What should people living there do?
Well, there are still insurance companies that are operating in that area. Just because one or two has left the marketplace, there's still a vibrant market for people to buy insurance. But again, they have the consumer has to work with not only their agent or broker, but they also have to work with their state insurance department to try to figure out what resources are available for them in their particular market, and whether or not those resources offer the services that they need and that they're wanting. So it is important to recognize that, yeah, there are some companies that have pulled out, but there are many more companies that are there in the marketplace. And if it's that dire and that much of an issue for them, Florida certainly has a FAIR plan, which is a market of last resort that people are, able to avail themselves of should that be needed.
What are your tips to make sure people are buying the right amount of coverage and certainly not getting ripped off?
Again, it is important that the consumer and the insurance agent work together to make sure that the product that they're buying is what they want and they're able to afford, so that they can be sure that they have the coverages that they need. So it is a two-way street. A lot of times what we tell the consumer, if you have any doubts or you're trying to figure out who you need to call, you can certainly call the Department of Insurance in your particular state. They will let you know if a particular agent or broker is licensed and what they're licensed to sell. So we want to make sure that, that the people are getting the coverages that they want and for the amounts that they want and can afford.
What about healthcare and Medicare?
For Medicare and healthcare, again, health is very, very important. You want to make sure that you're covered for the various coverages and the various maladies that one might have. Over 1 million people were thrown off of Medicaid rolls in the past, certainly during our last health scare of COVID. So you want to make sure that those people who might have been taken off of the rolls, that they continue to look at what is available. They can do that by talking to their state insurance department or state or local agent or broker. They understand what coverages that are available that are there. For children, if they were thrown off of their program, there is the Children Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, that is available. There was a 3-year pause, so you want to make sure that those coverages are talked about with your broker or with your insurance carrier, or certainly talk about it with your state insurance department, and they can guide you to those carriers and brokers that are selling that type of insurance.
So the rule of thumb is reach out to the State Department of Insurance or a certified professional to avoid issues or scams.
Absolutely. You could always you might have an employer plan, so you want to go to that employer's plan, the Affordable Care Act through healthcare.gov. You certainly want to see if you have any health exchanges that are in your area. You might want to do that, or a state program. You can certainly look at things through the NAIC or your state insurance department.
Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.